Hey, what is good, my fellow warriors of light? This is your host, Lotus Moon, with another Mobius Final Fantasy video. So this is going to be another one of my fully unlocking and 8-panel video reviews for the Legend job, Heretical Knight. So Heretical Knight is currently the newest Legend job we have available to us in the global version, and is definitely a very strong job for several reasons. He is most prominent going to be strong in multiplayer as a defender though, and that is the main reason why I am unlocking him today. If you guys watched my last video, you know I've just recently pulled the Heretical Knight, so this is going to be a good opportunity for me to unlock him and show you guys exactly what his stats are looking like, in case you are also wondering if you would like to invest in unlocking the Heretical Knight. So before we get to actually unlocking him, let us go over his evaluation on the Japanese website, Ultima. So here he is, Legend job, Heretical Knight. Single player evaluation, 85 points, and multiplayer evaluation, 94 points, and his multiplayer role is a defender like I mentioned. So as you can see here, he's definitely going to be stronger as a multiplayer job rather than a single player job, and this is going to be for a couple of reasons I'm going to be going over in this video. So his strong points are, he's of course a top-notch durable job. His durability is really high. He has super high HP and defense. He also has some really good auto abilities which are going to strengthen his elemental drives, which is of course a huge part in helping reduce damage in multiplayer. Also, his weapon, True Blood Anchor, is a very good weapon for its defensive power. It's just mentioning here with its with this weapon equipped, you can get up to 10 stars of defense on this job or the Paladin. So it's definitely a pretty good looking weapon here. Another strong point is that its ultimate, its Death Blow, has a very strong break power. And it's an AoE break too, so in multiplayer this is going to really help. I've actually played a lot of battles in multiplayer with the Heretical Knight as our defender, and he is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and helps a lot in breaking the enemies. Because sometimes, you know, it takes teamwork to make a really fast run, and as a breaker, you know, it always helps if someone can help you to break the enemy a little quicker. So definitely a nice feature to have on this job. Weak points is, of course, and this is why he also has a lower evaluation in single player, is he has a very low magic power. He is one of the lowest magic power users actually. So because he has such low magic, he cannot do really high damage. So it's just recommending here, of course, bring something to strengthen your magic, like Knights of the Round or Moogle or Aerith, of course. Multiplayer evaluation, durable defender, like I mentioned. He's going to be one of the top class defenders. Even in today's standards in Japan, he's still a very strong defender. Also, let's see here, excellent weak body can be used. Oh yeah, so he has, okay, so I was going to mention this a little bit later in the video, but his elements are extremely good for being a defender. In fact, if you guys are considering being a defender in multiplayer, you're definitely going to want to look out for one that has access to the Earth element. Earth has pretty much the best accessibility to a lot of the good debuffs, such as, you know, slow or a curse. So it's gonna be, I'll go over more of the cards later, but the elements for this job are pretty much top notch. So here he is. He has access to two different element types. Both will have earth and wind, which like I mentioned are gonna be pretty much the best two elements for a defender. And then of course you have either fire or dark as the different variants. Its weapon, Blood Anchor, I guess we can look at it right now and go over its evaluation. Like I mentioned earlier, the this Blood Anchor weapon has very good defense on it. And besides that, it looks really sweet. I always like the looks of this weapon. So regular evaluation is an A, and multiplayer is only a B. So let's take a look at his auto abilities here. So it looks like it'll help you increase your ultimate gauge, give you some more element draw. I'm not sure exactly what elemental reverse 25% is. You know, this is a Japanese website, so the translation is not always the best. And it levels up your ultimate move. So the auto abilities could be better, but it is a very strong weapon for defensive power. So not the worst choice. There are better choices in weapons though for a defender though, if that's what you're looking for. So anyway, besides his weapon, let's look at his stats here. So he does come with 7 stars of defense right out the gate, and of course the regular 7 stars of quickness and 1 star of crit. Here are his auto abilities. So it looks like he has the regular +2 to quicken, clutch, barrier, wall, and boost, elemental enhancement to darkness 75%. He has resistance to wind and earth 20%, and darkness resistance 40%. So he's definitely got to be a little bit stronger in defending against like anima in a multiplayer. Some other typical stats here. He does have battle victory HP recovery +20%, and his defense down resistance is 100%. So he cannot get his defense lowered, which is nice. Since this is the Japanese website, I'm going to be going more in depth on his auto abilities once I fully unlock him. We can look at the English translated version. Here is his ultimate. As you can see here, very high offensive power and break power. And as far as unlocking him, which we already know, his skill seeds are going to be mostly dark and wind, with quite a bit of earth as well. So you're going to need lots of earth, dark, and wind skill seeds. The main one is going to be the dark skill seeds, though. As you can see here, it is the 4th panel, and this is the 8th panel. So we're going to be needing a lot of those 3 elements to unlock him. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started with the 8 paneling. So here he is, and with like all of my job evaluations, I'm first going to do like a visual review on him. So first thing I notice is, my god, Wall has a really small head in this fat ass armor. Like, am I right? Like, look at him. He looks kind of funny without his helmet. So I've seen a lot of, I think you can either choose to have him with or without his helmet. Without his helmet though, his head looks rather funny in that huge clunky armor. So visually, I wish they made him look a little cooler, like in his art design here. Like if you look at the art that they made for him, his armor and head looks much more proportional, which I wish they'd done. Like, look, he looks much better without his helmet in the picture. But in actuality, in the game, his head looks like a midget. So that is one thing visually I do not like about him. The armor itself is kind of cool. It's basically the same armor as Garland in the game story. So yeah, same looking armor as Garland. But it's still nice looking. It is a good looking class. He's really well protected in this armor. So anyway, that's all I can say about his outfit though. For this video, let's go ahead and put this on for now. Something that doesn't give us anything. Okay, this one here, light draw 50. It's not going to be important. Okay, so his base off stats here at panel 1. In fact, when you get this job, the first panel is going to be already unlocked for you. It doesn't really save anything. Actually, it looks like the first and no, just the first. So with the first panel unlocked for you, it doesn't really save you any skill seeds. It's just very little. But it does come unlocked for you. So at skill panel 1, here's his base stats. 1138 HP, 112 attack, 62 break, 64% magic. And since you can see here, I have nothing on the skill panels yet, the custom skill panels. So let's go ahead and start with the unlocking at skill panel 2 then. So skill panel 2 right away, this is the first thing I noticed that stands out to me. Is the power drive dark +3. So this extra skill is really good. It's going to improve your dark elemental drive length by potency of 3. So that's going to be extremely good as a defender when you're doing your drives. It has clutch barrier on this one. Resist dark 10%. Of course, enhances your ultimate. Another enhanced darkness +5%. And some more HP and magic. So let's go ahead and unlock this second panel here. And let's get that nice heal drive, power drive. Alright, going to the third skill panel here. You're going to get resist dark an extra 10%. Clutch boost. Enhanced dark 10%. A lot of break power, so a lot of HP. You're going to be getting a lot of HP on this job. Of course, as a defender, you're going to want that. Avert defense down 20%, so that's going to be working towards your 100% you're going to get later. And defense +5, kind of funny, but yes, some extra defense right there. So let's go ahead and unlock this panel and get that 5 defense. Here we are moving along to skill panel 4. You get your speed, of course, on this panel. Resist earth 10%, enhanced dark 10%. Get 50 more break power there total. Lots of more HP, of course. Magic +40% there. Enhanced ultimate and enhanced ultimate charger +1%. So that's kind of nice. So let's go and unlock the fourth panel here. Here he is. He's now at 4 panels. So at his fourth panel here, his HP has gone up quite a bit already. 3,268, 250 attack, 162 break, and 154% magic. So in this skill panel, we're gonna get access to now the newer stats on this job. Look like you wear his helmet now. You also have avert defense down 30%. Enhanced dark 5%. Resist earth 10%. And you're going to get his weapon blood anchor. Ah, kill and draw. I see. Okay, very good to know. So let's go and get his new weapon here, blood anchor. So I want to see what it looks like with his helmet now, since we have that option. So as you can see here, it doesn't affect his stats at all. If you want the one without the helmet or the one with the helmet, it doesn't really matter as far as his stats go. To me though, he looks better with his helmet on. It looks more proportional now to his body armor. I never did. I don't really like the design of the helmet, really. I'm not sure what these side armor things are supposed to be trying to protect. It just looks like, I don't know, it looks like almost like an umbrella on his side of his helmet. But I still think he's a cool looking job. His armor is pretty sweet. Same thing with this one. This is going to be exactly like the wind variant, except you have the helmet on. I think I'd rather have the helmet on, so I'm just going to be keeping it at that. And let's take a look at him with his weapon, Blood Anchor. That is a really cool looking weapon, I have to admit. So it is really, really cool looking weapon. And as you can see here, his defense has now jumped to 1 gold star, which is pretty much the equivalent of 10 regular stars. But for now, let's keep this weapon off of him, just so I can see his base stats better. Actually, let's use this blank blade. It's even worse. Okay, so let's continue with the unlocking here. At the 6th panel, we're going to get another 10% of resistance to dark. Clutch wall. Clutch wall is extremely important when you're low on health to keep alive. More enhanced ultimate, of course. You're going to get enhanced darkness plus 10%. And you're going to get your blood anchor plus. So let's go ahead and unlock this boy. And blood anchor plus. Alright, moving on to the 7th panel now. We're going to get resist dark 10%. Healing victory 20%, that's pretty nice. We're going to get another enhancement to dark 10%. Another 30% to avert defense down. More magic, more HP. Enhanced ultimate, of course. And we're going to get the blood anchor bliss. So let's go ahead and unlock all these panels. And let's go ahead and unlock this bliss version. Alright, finally, the 8th panel here. Speed 1, of course. Resist wind, 10%. Enhanced dark, 20%. You gotta get an extended break. Lot of HP. Lots and lots of HP here. And, of course, the final version of your weapon, Blood Anchor X. So let's go ahead and unlock the final panel here with the auto unlock and upgrade his final weapon. And there we have it, fully 8-paneled. So right after being fully 8-paneled, let's look at his base stats here. So HP 7,918. Attack 428, break 271, magic 250. Got 6 stars of speed and 6 stars of defense, and the 1 star of crit. So pretty nice. And then of course with his weapon, you're gonna get that extra speed and you're gonna get the extra defense, which will bring him up to the 10 stars of defense, which is really nice. Before I put on his weapon though, let's go ahead and look at his auto abilities. So clutch, barrier, boost, and wall. Power drive for dark plus 3, which is really nice. Enhanced dark, 75%. Resist wind, earth, and dark for 40% dark, 20% wind and earth. Extended break plus 4, typical. Elemental starter plus 16, typical. Healing victory 20% is nice. The ultimate charger 2% is nice. Of course, 100% defense down resistance. If you job change shift, it's gonna be dark for the dark variant. And of course, if you move on to the one with fire, it's gonna be a fire shift instead. So depending on which element you want, you're either gonna get dark or fire. So that pretty much covers his auto abilities. Pretty good auto abilities, I gotta say, not too bad. As far as damage goes, you're definitely gonna want to take advantage of this 75% bonus to dark. So if you're in single player and you're using this as your main job, definitely equip some strong dark attack skills. So let's go ahead and put his main weapon on, the one he comes with, the Blood Anchor. So pretty nice. It does help his HP and everything up a little bit. So now 8,318 HP. Pretty nice. So let's go ahead and put some cards on him. I'm just going to be putting on some random cards. Not necessarily what I would use, but some good cards nevertheless, just to get up his stats so we can see what he would be like with fully leveled up cards. So here we are at level 272. We are now at 12,643 HP, 643 attack, 477 break, and 312 magic. So yes, his magic is quite a bit lower than other jobs are going to be, but still usable. Like it said in the review on the website, it is going to be lower damage than a lot of other jobs. But he's going to be mostly used as a defender anyway, so that doesn't really matter too much in multiplayer especially. So for your custom skill panels, if you're just building him for single player, anything will do. Maybe some more, probably some more magic will be nice if you're trying to do some better damage in single player. But since I'm going to be using this guy for multiplayer, enhanced heal drives skill panels are actually very good. Since, as you know, since he can heal drive using his life orbs, he can heal the party, and with a lot of these equipped, you can heal the party for a lot more. And then maybe some more resistance might be nice. So it doesn't really matter too much what you put on him. Maybe some more HP since he is a defender. But you can build him as you wish. Since this is not really my defender video, I'm not going to be going into the skill panels for that right now. So let's go ahead and see him in action. I kind of want to put on a different weapon. Kill and draw 2, that's fine and all, but so Drag Vandal X is one of the multiplayer weapons we've gotten, and this is going to be a perfect weapon for being a defender for him. Not only for the extra HP, 10% up, but Prismatic Draw is going to help you get the orbs you need to drive. So this is a very good weapon for multiplayer for him, so I really recommend the Drag Vandal. Or, you know, Masamune, it's also a good weapon for defenders. Reunion is going to give you those Prismatic Orbs. I know some people say don't use it, that the Drag Vandal is better, since it does have the 3rd Elemental Strike +2 and Prismatic Draw, but I think they're both very good options for multiplayer. I'm not sure exactly which one I want to use right now, but I'll just keep the Drag Vandal on for now. So let's go ahead and see his stats in the multiplayer screen. I just have to find something to replace. You know, I don't use my assassin too much anymore. Let's go and put my defender here. So I'm just putting some random cards for now. Here he is as a defender. Pretty nice. Nothing really to talk about much here. He's gonna get that HP up though. Another thing is let's take a look at his ultimate. So his ultimate Burst Flare, like I said, it has really high break power, so keep that in mind when you're in the party. It's also going to add you Drain and gonna curse the boss. So this is another way to use Curse when you're in multiplayer. I'm gonna be talking more about what cards to use for multiplayer and all that in my next video for defenders. This is not necessarily what I would bring on him, but these are all good choices. Defenders have a lot of good choices in terms of which kind of cards they can use. Since this guy has access to Dark or to Fire, the Fire version might be better. simply because you can now bring D-Barrier. And D-Barrier is a very strong card in multiplayer when you're trying to, when you're being a defender. Let's see, where is my, here it is. So the Hecticon Chair here, this card, it adds D-Barrier. So it's a very good card to use in multiplayer. So if you're using the Fire variant, you can do that. If you have access to Neo X Death, which is a Supreme card, you might want to bring the Dark variant, because Neo X Death, of course, is going to be amazing. So I do kind of want to see this guy in action really quick and show his ultimate in just a random battle. So let's go ahead and let's just pick a place to do a random battle at. Let's go to the exploration region. Hope everyone's having a great time attacking the new Sicarius Hecticon Chair. He's been a lot of fun. So I mostly just want to see his ultimate in action here, so I'm just gonna probably just... In fact, let's just go ahead and do it now. Who needs a prophecy? I love it. So as you can see here, we did curse the enemy here, and we did get Drain, just like I mentioned earlier. I kind of like his flavor text, as you can say, when he activates his ultimate. That's kind of funny. Who needs a prophecy? I'm a heretic. Whatever. Funny to note he can use royal arms, but very poorly. But anyway, let's go ahead and escape this battle. Okay guys, well this has been Lotus Moon. This has been kind of my base review for this job. Hope everyone's having fun and enjoying Mobius. And I'll see you guys next video.